Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So last Wednesday's video we had the building of the raised train loop that's here running around. It's a complete oval just running around the upper part of the city in behind the Home Alone house under the tree house there. We started that tunnel a good few weeks ago now, and we've just finished off the train loop all the way around. We've put the raised loop here just as a sort of a feature in the city. We're not leaving the green pillars there. That's just the bricks that we had to hand to build that loop and support it. The building technique, as you can see, we've used some plastic remote control train tracks, basically the non-metal track, and we laid that as a base, and then we had some 1x2 plates that we put in between the spacers, and we clamped the 9-volt track on top of them. And that's absolutely perfect for supporting the train as it travels along a raised loop like that. So if anybody's thinking about building a raised train track or raised loop, the ideal is to have two sets of tracks that you sandwich together, and it reinforces the track completely and allows you to put that sort of space in between the pillars. So we're really happy with that. We have the haunted house here. It's not working at the moment. We'll get it working. We know that that's supposed to, it's a fairground ride technically, but we just kind of like the look of it here. We're planning to put a little bit of a graveyard around it here. We're toying with the idea of whether or not to put a mountain slope up to the base of the house here, just behind the track, have a tunnel entrance for the lower train here, or whether to build a brick wall all the way around the front of the track here. So we don't know which to do yet, and we're going to figure that out in time, I suppose. But either way, there'll be a sort of a graveyard here next to the haunted house, and there'll be a lot of forest and tree area and that up there as well. And next to the haunted house, the reason why we decided then to put the haunted house here, in this area here, eventually we will have the Ghostbusters firehouse, and we think the Ghostbusters next to the haunted house might work well together. Well, at least they'll be very close to where they need to work. So yeah, that's pretty much all we did in the last video, guys. Got that raised loop in. We added on the additional platform here for the Home Alone house and got that set out. So that's pretty much where it will be. We need to finish off behind that later on down the line, of course. We put the bookshop house here, the townhouse next to the Home Alone house, and that's pretty much the layout of the upper city, and it's pretty much moving along now. But for the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to move back down into the main city, and specifically the train station, and we're going to finish it off finally, I hope, if I have all the pieces. And we figured out a use for these all of these ramps, these slopes that come with the road plates, and we've used a lot of road plates, as you're aware, up here and down here in the port. We've used a lot of the new road plates, and because we've used so many road plates, we have an abundance of these, and we've figured out a way to use them as a canopy here in the railway station. We think it'll look really well. We're going to put some little detail with these white or the red tiles on top, and we think it'll look nice when it's finished. And hopefully finish off the train station and sort of just finish that entire area there, right where you see the Lego City first when you come into the room. So that's pretty much it for this week's update, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please leave us some comments and suggestions down below. Let us know in particular if you think the brick wall in front of this train track here, finishing off this sort of mountain with just a curved brick wall here, will be better than building a sloped mountain up. The one thing I will say is the sloped mountain was to have an exit in it for the back cave. So I don't know. It's it's a tricky one. We're going to have to think about that. But sure, that's it, guys. So until the next time, we'll see you later.